Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review would be Jurassic Park World Camp Cretaceous. Let's get into it. So, to watch this movie, this series, pardon me, you have to be a Jurassic Park movie watcher, and I pretty much seen all the Jurassic Park since the first one that came out in 1993, 1, 2, and 3, and then the rebirth of Jurassic World, and then Jurassic World Part 2 pretty much. And all of them was decent, You had the original Jurassic Park that where it was the thought, the theory, the park was not ready, was just putting it together. The grandkids came and they was got to see the dinosaurs and everything like that, and it fell through. And then Jurassic 2 and 3 pretty much fed off of that. Then you had Jurassic World where the actual park was up and running, and you know things happened. Then you had Jurassic World 2 where the park was basically um, going under, and they just was getting samples of all the dinosaurs before the island was going under the volcano, and then all the dinosaurs were let out into the country. So that was how that ended kind of stupid though. That one was pretty dumb. So here comes this one. And when I just kept seeing this picture you see here, and then I never actually clicked on it. And then I finally clicked on it, and I see it was a series. So let me see what it is. And then I seen it was animated, and then I was like, ah. Then I got bored and said, what the heck? See what it is. And in a nutshell, it could have just been a movie. Each episode is about 22 minutes long. You have the characters of Brooklyn, Ben, Kenji, Darius, Roxy, and Sammy, and their counselors, Dave, and pretty much it's a female counselor as well. I forgot what her name is, but pretty much what happens is they all come to this park, and they get a chance to and another character was Yasmina. That's what I forgot. Yasmina, she's another kid that was part of 6 kids all together, and um, the camp counselor Roxy and Dave or whatever. So the 6 kids come to the park, and they're going to do a camp, and they get to basically they took all the Jurassic Parks different events that happened with all the Jurassic Park, and they kind of picked those, they funneled those events into this animation. All the dinosaurs, the old dinosaurs, the new dinosaurs, they funneled them all in to the animation. And it wasn't as PG as I thought it would be for the animation, because it did show some people get eaten and stuff like that, so that was pretty cool. So it wasn't as PG as I thought it would be, being animation. And basically the storyline is the kids has come to the camp. One of the kids, which is Darius, him and his dad, that was like him and his dad's goal to get to the park, and his dad took ill and passed away before he could get to the park. And in order for him to get to the park, he had to beat this game that won him a placement and getting to the park. You had Sammy character. She got into the park because her family, who owns a farm, went into debt, and so she got into the park because she's really sent to the park to spy for this other company that wants to make their own park. You had Kenji, whose family is rich, he never really has time spend time with his dad. So his dad, he got his way into the park. He's been to the park a few times. Brooklyn, she has millions of fans on social media, so she's real popular. That's how she got in. And Yasmina, she's pretty much I forgot how she got in, but she's training for something. I forgot how she really got in. And Ben, he got in because his mom works for the park and stated that him being in the park will help him beat his fears. And so, in a nutshell, and all the episodes, it's decent watch, but you just get to see the different dinosaurs that we done seen in all the movies, in the animated version, the in Jurassic World, where you see that ball that they was driving in. You get to see that in the animated version, and it something pretty much happens like it happened on there, that they're in that ball and things go to crap, and now they're out in the wild with the dinosaurs. Of course, the dinosaurs wreck loose and the island is getting evacuated, and they're on one side of the island. They got to make it over to the next side, and then they go through a tunnel phase, and that big dinosaur that was in the water, that was at the end of Jurassic World, that ended up eating the other dinosaur when it got close to the water. That dinosaur is in there. So, of course, I don't know the names of the dinosaurs, so don't leave a comment and say, "Hey, man, it was this name of the dinosaur." So, I mean, I'm a watcher of Jurassic World, but I pretty much can't tell you the exact names, but you know what I'm talking about if you watch the movies. The latest dinosaur that was in Jurassic World, that was camouflage and or whatever. That dinosaur starts with a D. That dinosaur is in there. So they brought all the dinosaurs into the animated film. So it was pretty cool to watch the animated version of Jurassic World. And of course, like I said, it was on one side of the island and they were trying to make their way to the other side. They were on like a trolley, and one of the characters, the dinosaur hawk type, eagle type birds, dinosaurs came and swooped him out and then pulled him. He ended up falling from the trolley off in the air, and you might have thought he was dead. But at the very, very end, when you thought he was dead, the camera went to him, and he was on the ground and pretty much knocked out, but you see his finger moving. And when they finally made it to the other side of the island, the people on the boat that evacuated the island, they left. And they pretty much, whoever got on the boat, got on the boat. The counselors was fighting that you can't leave these kids, and we know they're going to come, but they said we got to evacuate. So at the end of the season, they got left on the island, but it's just them. So it's the 5 of them together. The other guy they think is dead, but he's not. He's off in the middle of the jungle somewhere, knocked out, about to come to. And the rest of the kids or teenagers are stranded on the island. So that's how it ended. So I guess they're gonna see how much traction this picks up to be, whether it's a season 2. It was decent enough. I would tune in to see what happens in season 2. So in a nutshell, in a 4-star rating system for the series, I normally don't rank a whole series like that, but because of Jurassic, it could have been a movie. For real, it just could have been a movie. Everything I just summed up, it's a bunch of different episodes, but it really just could have been one movie, and it still would have got the same as much attraction. But nevertheless, out of the and it's about 8 episodes to be exact. Out of the 4-star rating system, I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 4 stars. It was decent enough. It's animated, so if you can get past that, it's some cartoon or whatever. A lot of these cartoons is animated, but it's really if it was a movie, you know, in a movie form, it still would be the same thing. So I give it a 2.5 out of 4 stars. Okay, watch. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you did see it or you are a Jurassic Park watcher, leave a comment. If not, just subscribe to the channel, like the video just because. Till next time.